And Jessica Taneja joins us from New Delhi for more. Jessica, what explains the choice of countries invited to the inauguration?
Well, let's take a look back at the past decade, Ramesh. You remember in 2014 when the first swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister-led NDA government. Well, in that case, the countries from SAARC were invited, but due to differences, due to Pakistan's continued support for terrorism, SAARC didn't see the light of day beyond that. And in 2019, it was the BIMSTEC countries, or the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. And that seemed to have gained ground because BIMSTEC would have, in fact, does have most of the South Asian countries, including some Southeast Asian countries as well. And this time, if you see with the Neighborhood First policy, India has reiterated that it's giving all the importance at this point and has in the past to its neighbors, particularly look at Bangladesh, Nepal, Mauritius, Maldives for that fact, and Seychelles. These are important countries, and talking about Mauritius, Malaysia and Seychelles, particularly part of the Indian Ocean Rim Association, which India has been advocating and doing a lot of initiatives under the Indian Ocean Rim Association as well. And you'd recall back in the day when one of the keynote events of the event, the Prime Minister had highlighted on how important it is to have maritime security cooperation and also other military drills that have taken place under the initiative, including the likes of Australia and Japan, that is under the Sagar initiative. So a lot of importance given to how the cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region or the Indian Ocean region, and particularly also to the effect where countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan continue to be close allies.
Now, that said, Jessica, the Prime Minister, we are given to understand, will hit the ground running, literally in his third term. What does his itinerary look like in the coming days?
Well, likely there was an invite to the G7 summit in Italy, and details of that will be put forth. But so far, that is one of the key events to look forward to happening in Italy, and also the SCO summit and the BRICS as well. So I think in terms of what is to come ahead, there is a lot to prioritize, but that will be too speculative at this point. But as they say, foreign policy is always on autopilot. So we'll see as to what more the government plans to do and how to energize its existing policies.
All right, we leave it at that. Jessica, thank you. Jessica Taneja reporting there from New Delhi.